Alejandra Vanegas, I'm a student of the District University Francisco Jose de Caldas, and I'm going to talk about the Cellist of Sarajevo, giving a contextualization of the Yugoslavia crisis. Also, I'm going to give some examples from the current wars. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Yugoslavia, that was composed by 6 republics: Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Macedonia, Montenegro, Serbia, and Slovenia. In 1980, its president Tito died, and with him his brotherhood and unity too. All the republics wanting to be independent country, least Serbia, whose president Milosevic didn't decide to dissolve Yugoslavia. Bosnia War was caused when this republic declared its independence from Yugoslavia. However, Serbia didn't want the dissolution of the Yugoslavia. For this reason, it attacked it. Bosnian population was divided in many ethnic groups. Most of the Bosnians were Muslim. Sarajevo was the capital city of Bosnia. For this reason, it was attacked. In 1995, the population of Sarajevo decreased by 64% compared to prior to the siege. Because of the 12,000 people killed, the 50,000 people wounded, and the millions of the refugees in other countries leaving their houses, their families. A really terrible massacre took place in the Markel marketplace, where 68 civilians were killed and 200 wounded. Besides, many medical buildings, government offices, media outlets, or even national libraries were lost in the middle of the battlefields or in the middle of the fire. Based on this, I wonder, why are the libraries destroyed in the war? Maybe because in the libraries all the cultural heritage is collected, and the ethnic groups go beyond the killing people. They want to kill the collective memories of others, because destroying a book, it's destroying culture, history, memories. If one group doesn't remember their heritage, it's easier to dominate it. Vedran Smailovic is a popular musician from Bosnia and Herzegovina. He was recognized for his motivating story. He was in his house, and close to it, many people were waiting in a line to receive bread for the bakery in times of shortage of clothes, food, and medicine. When a shell attack fell down there, 22 people were killed and many others were wounded. For this aggression through his cello's music, he played the Albini's Adagio in G minor, beside the crater created by the mortar shell during the next 22 days at 4 p.m. in honor to the victims. Furthermore, he played at funerals in the streets, the National Library, and others many places, risking his life. In this horrible war, the civilians were witnesses of starvation, rape, and mass execution. Many times people had to cut the trees on the central parks because of the cut of the public services in order to create bonfire. Likewise, the ethnic cleansing produced that numerous crowds fled their homes. I also found that Stephen Galloway, a writer, made a tribute to Smailovic with the novel The Cellist of Sarajevo. This book was published in 2008, and through the 4 lives stories narrated in the whole story, the world could know about this massacre in the Balkans. Finally, in 1995, the most of the republics of the former Yugoslavia achieved their independence. Bosnia and Herzegovina sued Serbia and Montenegro in the International Court of Justice for war crimes, including genocide, mass rape, and torture. Nevertheless, still there are many similar situations, such as in the Middle East. Syria has been in a civil war since 2011 with the Arab Spring. The Syrian population began to ask democracy and reforms in the government, but Assad decided to suppress them, killing the manifestants. This was the beginning of the internal influence in this country where Western countries want to win because of the resources and the shorter way to arrive to Europe. I also found another case of a cellist who plays in the debris of the bomb sites in the capital of Iraq, Baghdad. This country has a similar problem to Syria. It has external intervention from USA because of the assumptions on providing weaponry to the neighbors. But it is known that USA wants the territory to get an easier way to transport the oil and gas. In my opinion, many people think the war is something from the past, but the reality is that nowadays some countries are leaving the war. Even Colombia, but we don't worry too much about it. Some countries don't have food, public services, medicines, and people lives on the fear and the adrenaline to cross a street due to snipers are waiting to see the target for killing them without compassion. It is supposed that some countries are the protectors of the human rights, but almost always those nations are immersed in the wars fighting for their own economic and political benefits. Example, a few months ago, everyone could see the attack made by ISIS to Paris, and the world was shocked. However, that event occurs several times in a day and in other countries. Of course, these criminal attacks are justifiable anyway, anywhere. On the other hand, the music is a door that all human beings enjoy, and using it, many things can change a little, but it is a chance to make the hope to regain the peace or the dignity of life. In my references, I found many useful resources which I have based my presentation. I read the Amnesty International Book Club in PDF format. I watched some videos and documentals, the breakout of Yugoslavia, Sarajevo, una guerra olvidada, Syria's war, who is fighting and why, Iraq explained, ISIS, Syria and war, among others.